I think it might be working, yes.
Yeah.
It's working.
It's working now?
I've no
Yes. It's
Yeah,
working, yes.
yeah, but maybe you'll be better off now if you move slightly over there. Or,
Right, shall I...
Or no, stay there, maybe. Hold on, sit down, don't you move.
Hold on now. Hang on.
There's a little yoke. That will be better, actually. You won't be
Well,
into the light now.
that's much better.
No, you can talk
fact, this
now.
is
He
working
can see
too.
you now.
Oh my God.
No,
Tonight.
No, Tom.
you're not being God once, but you're being God twice. No,
I hope this isn't making you nervous.
I always knew you as Thomas. You were Thomas and Quin.
that's right, he was Thomas and Quin.
Quin, yes.
Aye.
So I hope you're keeping well.
He shortened it in England, you see. They couldn't
I know.
understand the Irishness of it, you
I
see.
know, of
Tom was
course,
more
yes,
anglicised.
Yes, yes. But I hope you're keeping well anyhow, Tom.
Now, tell me about the Hickeys down the road, and they owned the place, and they were physicians to the king, you said.
Yeah, of Thomond. Yeah.
All right.
But anyhow, Father Barney used to always, or no, my mother used to always say that one of the Lynches married a Hickey from Trim.
Whoa.
So that's all I can tell you. But Father Barney used to say that we can't locate, he said, where the Lynches lived in Trim, but that they were there in years gone by.
In years gone by.
Yeah.
Okay, from what I've ascertained or picked up, they lived in Drim in somewhere around the famine days, right? That's the best I can pick up now.
I know.
Right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's a long time back down fairness.
That's it is, sure.
It's a long time back to try and get any kind of clue, but
Yeah.
they could have been anywhere.
Yes.
So, well, I know that John Lynch married Bridget Hickey.
That's right,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Oh, there you are.
That's right, you did, yeah, you got that.
Yeah.
Yes.
John Lynch married Bridget Hickey.
So John and Bridget are my great-grandparents.
No, look at that. There you are. We're related. Yes.
Have you
We're
related?
We're related to the Hickeys, you see.
You related to Hickeys?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, indeed. My grandmother was Hickey.
Wow.
So whatever way we can
So you're,
say-
yeah, but you're interconnected.
We are.
Tis in the family, shall we
Tis,
say?
Yes, that's right.
My
That's
God.
it. No.
Now
no.
it is a small world.
Isn't it a small world?
I had no idea when the fellow on Mungabans told me now that I'd come up and meet someone that knew my grandmother. I'm taking a fair shock now.
Oh, you were in it.
Yeah, it was, yeah, nice man then.
Yeah.
A nice man now. Went out of his way to help like.
What happened was Mary Halloran is after ringing me to say that these two men were above with her and would I come over and meet him here, that they wanted to meet you.
Oh, that's so.
Yeah,
Well,
that's how it happened.
I didn't want to frighten you coming to the house. I wasn't sure of the house, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
come to
I
in
know.
fairness to an old person's
Yeah.
house now without.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. It's not
That's
right.
it.
It's
Yeah.
not right. It would make someone go to my own.
Yeah.
But you know, you're very like the Lynches, anyhow.
Yeah.
I'm very like the Lynches.
Yeah,
You reckon?
you are really.
Well,
Yeah.
Did ever anyone tell you that?
No.
And,
No, but I'm not supposed to be like the Murphys. I'll put it to you that way now. I'm
I know,
Murphy,
yeah.
and I'm not supposed to be like the Murphys. The
Yeah.
other brother, Michael, is very like them, but I'm not.
Indeed.
Yeah, they always say that I'm sort of like Uncle Tommy, who would be more Lynch related, O'Neill related, you know,
Yeah.
than anybody else
Yeah,
like now.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Who would you the Lynches would you put down to me?
I don't know, but
Take your time. I take after that.
I
Give you my better side.
well, my
Dermot.
sight is very bad.
Ah.
I can't see it that well. Dermot. maybe,
Dermot.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dermot and myself spent a lot of time together.
Did you?
We did.
Look at that. No.
I was only saying to Charles, I was in Dublin recently.
Yeah.
Dermot has passed away.
I know. Sure,
But I was in the airport,
Yes.
coming back from the airport, and I was turning off, was set to go for Dermot when I realised that I had nowhere to go to visit.
Oh.
My first time that was being in Dublin, where it actually hits you,
Yeah.
because I was so used to something I've done all of my life. Every time I was in Dublin, I'd sit down with Dermot, I could be there for 2 hours, and by the time I'd leave in 2 hours, I'd have figured out where I was going next. No, I had nowhere to go, so I had to come home. I couldn't think what to do. I had loads and loads of chats with Dermot. Loads of.
They were lovely family.
Oh, lovely,
A
lovely,
lovely
lovely,
family.
lovely. Oh, I'm sure. Oh,
how do you remember Patsy? How do you remember
Patsy.
my mother?
Oh, Patsy was a lovely little chubby girl. Oh, lovely. Sis was already here now, wouldn't she have loved that?
Oh, well, if you're
Are
still
you-
around on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's right.
Go over there, you.
Yeah.
Go over there, you.
Yeah.
Oh, Patsy, every Sunday, without fail, she came up here after Mass, and herself and sis, And then Sis would go down, and the two of them used to go into the Abbey, Queen Abbey, playing, you know, as kids.
Yeah.
They were only, you know, 9 and 10 and 11 years of age, that age group. But no, but Sis would be delighted to hear some news of Patsy. She was so fond of Patsy.
Is Sis, who's Sis?
Sis is Mam's brother, my
Yeah.
aunt. She
Yeah.
comes over to visit on Wednesday.
Ah, and where is she? Where is she? Is she?
She's over near Clarecastle, Doreen.
Yeah.
Doreen in
Her
Clarecastle.
place. Yeah, she's not in Clarecastle now. She'd be about 2.5, 3 miles.
3 miles over.
This way.
Yeah.
But are you around on Wednesday?
No, he's going back. Charles is going back tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's a shame. Yeah.
And do you remember Patsy leaving Quin?
But she was a better friend to Patsy.
Do you remember the
I'd
circumstances?
say she was
She'll remember better.
I don't know that now.
We
might try
Now,
over.
my sister
Yeah.
might
Would she see
know.
it?
I'll ask her that now.
Yeah.
She would buy
But
it
no,
every
I
time
don't
now.
know.
No, but can you ring? Has she phone?
The thing, my
You could
mother,
ring her and tell her.
which
Yeah,
affect,
I
my,
read
her
now.
Oh, yeah, no,
father
wait.
died
Yeah.
when
No,
she
leave her
was
not, leave her.
7 or 8.
Yes, yes.
Do you remember that
I do,
happening? in the-
I do, yeah, yeah. And they had another sister. What was it? She was an invalid anyhow.
Oh, is this Breeder?
Breeder.
Could it be Breeder?
God, I forget his name. Was that her name?
Because I think she had an older sister who died
Oh, sure.
during 1941, 42,
Yeah.
that sort of time.
And are there any of them living now? Is Marie dead?
Marie died a few years ago, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Joan's still alive. Do you remember Joan? Siobhan?
No. Joan.
Joan.
Oh, I do.
Joan.
Joan Lynch. Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I knew them all. They were like steps of stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They were a lovely family.
yeah. Yeah.
Lovely family, the Lynches. Oh, they were, well, Sis would be pure delighted because she was so fond of Patsy Lynch.
Yeah.
And then they never corresponded afterwards, sure. I used to, though Father Barney, I think, used to call.
Did you know Father Barney,
Father
Charles?
Barney Lynch.
I
I know
heard of Father
Yeah,
Barney, and
yeah.
I'm wondering whether, because there was a Father Barney and Father Paddy,
Yeah, he only died.
and
That's true.
Yeah.
not long
Is
ago.
it?
No, that's June,
Two.
12 months now.
Is that all?
That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know I met one of them. Came to England. and knew my mother, but I can't.
That'd be
I'm not sure
Father
which
Barney.
one.
That'd be
Maybe it's
Father
Father. Must be
Barney.
Father Barney.
On his
Yeah.
way back to Australia,
Yeah.
he told me that he stayed with her, I think, for a
That
night.
must be when it was, because
Yeah.
I remember meeting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh dear, oh dear. Have you other brothers and sisters?
I've got two brothers. I've got an older brother, Jonathan, who was here last year actually.
Indeed.
Because we've all, since my mother passed away, we've all become very
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
keen
home
to-
to come back to Ireland.
yes.
Yeah.
Because my mother never, she didn't really talk about Quin until
Mm.
she became ill,
I know.
Oh.
and then she became very keen that we should know
Yeah,
where
your
we
heritage.
came from,
Yeah,
and she talked a lot about
Yes.
Quin.
yes.
So I know she'd be pleased
Oh,
that I was here.
oh, indeed.
And what you said about the Abbey is interesting,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
I can remember the first thing I saw was the Abbey, and I was just so,
Yeah.
I thought it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
It just has a kind of magical
Yes,
Um,
oh it is. It's beautiful.
quality.
yeah.
So
They used to, the Abbey was closed, used to be closed. Oh, Sis would love to tell you all this now.
Mm.
The Abbey used to be closed, and there was an old window there, you know, with bars down in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And the two of them used to go in through the bars of the window
Oh.
into the Abbey.
Yeah.
Want to climb
They
up
climb
to the
up.
top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So it had a magical pull for her too, didn't it? It was obviously a very special place for
Sure, yeah.
the two girls.
Twas.
Yes.
Oh.
Ah, yes.
You're going grand. You're doing grand. You're flighted. You're flighted there. You're a natural for the camera.
Oh, sure, she was an actress. in her
Was she?
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
You could have been.
dear.
You couldn't be surprised.
I always think of the Lynches, you know, and when I'm saying my prayers, I think of Mrs. Lynch, and Aunt Annie was there also. She was a sister to Mrs. Lynch.
And what are your memories of
In
Aunt
Quin.
Annie?
In
Because
Quin.
she was a very formidable character. The way
That's right.
she was explained to me, she held the family together.
That's right.
Some
Well,
way.
she did really. You see, the father died, and she was there, and there was a big family there, sure, and she reared them all along with Mrs. Lynch. She was very good, lovely lady she was. Lovely. So you've enough.
Any more questions?
No, we'll turn these off now for a few minutes, but I don't. If you come over, Charles, if you take one of them there, and we'll give her a few minutes apiece now.
Yes.
We have enough. I don't know how to get it off, that's the problem. I've never.
Sure,
let's
bring
see.
it into one of the shops.